It is time for the third installment of Keys building. So I'm just down here cleaning my lines. All my kegs are empty, so I'm switching everything out. I already pulled 6 kegs out of there. And the big keg is still in there, but also empty. So I've got 3 taps currently hooked up. As I've talked about last time, I think I'm gonna put a 4th one in here. Maybe I'll do that today if I have enough time. But I'm just running the cleaning solution. So figured I'd talk about my cleaning setup. So I just use this, which is like a standard cleaning thing. Has a pump that goes in it, and that just screws in there, and then it just runs through the lines. So it connects right to the shank, and then this line comes out the back. And I got a handy dandy little got a connector there, so I can connect 2 lines together. And then I just run out the front with a drain hose, and I'm catching everything in this bucket, all the cleaning solution as it kind of slowly runs through. And I've got all the taps in there, and the the spouts and the taps. They're all in this bucket, so they're all soaking in that solution. I already ran it through once. I'm gonna run it through again. Usually you only have to do it once, but these have been kind of sitting here empty for a while, so I figured I'd do that twice, because you just kind of get it going, and then it just like slowly siphons through, because you want to let the solution sit in there for a while. My framing is terrible. Sorry, we're just looking at the side of the Keezer. I also rigged up. So this is the cleaning part, and then you have to rinse everything really well. So I rigged up this, just ran another PEX line over, mated it to some vinyl, so I can just run clean rinse water through the same thing. So I'll just disconnect this cleaning tube and run the clean rinse water through, and that should make rinsing it really easy. So this is the first time I've used this system that I've rigged up, because the last couple times I cleaned it was a real pain in the ass. So that's cleaning, and then I figured, since I've got this open, I've got a bunch of stuff out of the way, I could talk really quick about my gas setup, the CO2 setup. So I'll put, actually you can go to Micromatic, which is where I got all my stuff, the shanks, these lines, the 3/16 beer lines, my red vinyl tubing for gas, this CO2 filter back here, the regulator, the tank, everything I got from Micromatic. They're really good. They have nice stuff. I got all the like the pure stainless, so everything is stainless. The beer never touches anything but stainless. So it's nice. They've got some high-end stuff, and it's performed really well. So I've been happy with it, and they have a Northeast distribution center, so their shipping is fast. Prices are the same as any other beer prices, I guess, but this stuff is nice. So I've got this tank. It's a huge tank. It's oh god, I don't even know what this is. A 20 pound, a 30 pound. It's big. So I would only have to ever fill it occasionally. So it's a big tank. Then it runs right through the regulator to this, let's see if we can get a decent shot of that, to this Micromatic CO2 filter purifier. So it kind of runs through there, and then runs to my distribution kind of hubs here. And I've, got all my little gas lines off of there, kind of measured to where they need to be to hook up with taps. And that's that. I mean, it's that easy. I have if you guys are gonna build, I have the crimping tool that'll crimp these connectors on there, so that you're not using, I use some of these screw connectors for like my cleaning system, but I went with the crimp connectors for that. It just looks nicer. It's more of a permanent thing. They're not going to come loose. And I have the tools, so you're free to borrow any of the tools that I've gotten when you decide that you want to do this. Yeah, so that's the gas system. I just glued this, like used adhesive to glue this block, the same adhesive I used on the underside of the collar. So that's just kind of glued back there, so that you don't drill into the body of the Keezer, right? You don't want to hit any of those refrigerant lines and puncture them. So that's just glued there to mount my little purifier, and that's the gas system. And then the liquid system, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. You just figure out how thick your wall is going to be, and I made it a board back here to kind of make it so that I could tighten these shanks a bit tighter, because with the foam it wasn't, it was just digging into the foam. It wasn't tightening up very well, so I've got kind of a board here to act as a backer and figure out how deep your shanks need to go. They don't need to poke through much. You can see mine poke through maybe 2 inches, just enough so that you can get that screwed on there. But you can certainly make them poke through more. And yeah, then you just get the 3/16 beer lines. I got the ones that were pre-assembled with the ends on them and the crimps, but you can certainly make your own. I don't have 3/16 line, but I have lots of extra red vinyl hose, and this is what I use for the cleaning system, this 1/4 inch inside diameter. So I got lots of that too. So don't buy that, but if you're gonna make your own hoses, you'll need to buy 3/16, because that's the standard for putting the beer through. Or you can just buy the pre-made ones like I did. They're 5 feet long, which is a little long, but it's okay. Works out just fine. So that's all the guts of it. I'll make another video about the wiring. I just decided to do this because I was down here with this open today. So there you go. Enjoy.